Welcome to everyone on my YouTube channel. My name is Afre Launde. I'm named Afre Launde, yeah. I got a very important thing that we could discuss today, you know, especially the issue about fear. Fear don't go up. We all know. Just don't go up. So they be interview the minister of trade. They say how now they get for do about this fear business and also about the cost of living. If you hear wetin that neighbor dey talk, just dey cut here, put here under. Maybe for me, all wetin the minister dey talk, na thing dem wey say like na plan wey be don dey ahead. So they just dey try no more for for cover up situation, because I no see say they get any solution. The minister no get any solution because the only solution they don raise the price dem. Who say for be 2,000 now na 3,000. Who say na be 1,500 now na 3,000. So they no get no other thing again wey they going for arrange. And to me, I don't see and say like this government they really they work with subsidy. I'm not sure. The past government maybe they do am, but this other one I not make una watch. And tell me what you think about the video. Just make your comments. Not abuse nobody, not talk any bad word. Just left your comment. Thank you.
The Riders Association were all together yesterday, even the owners of ferry, those who are operating the ferry, because that's going to have an impact also on the prices of transportation through the ferry. So we came up with a good arrangement, looking at how much the prices have jumped in the petroleum prices and how it will impact the prices of the cost of transport. And I think we took a very good decision in the interest of our people, in the interest of this country. We'll be reviewing the prices from time to time. We hope that what is happening in Ukraine is not going to have a serious impact on the global price of petroleum products. We hope so. We hope that the war will end. In fact, as you take a look at what is happening in Ukraine, it's only petroleum prices that are going to be impacted. Ukraine and Russia put together produce close to 70 to 80% of the global wheat production in the world. So the conflict there is definitely going to have serious impact on prices of wheat. Luckily in Sierra Leone, we do not 100% depend on wheat. There are other countries that depend largely on wheat. If you go to the Middle East, most people there have wheat as their staple food flour. In Sierra Leone, it's definitely going to affect the prices of flour. We're monitoring how that happens. But beyond that, what we have tried to do as a government is to make sure that we put in place effective and efficient monitoring system of prices of commodities. And you're going to see a whole lot of the Ministry of Trade using our apparatus, the trade monitors, ourselves as ministers be out there in the street to monitor what impact this is going to have on prices. We have looked at what we do with coming up with indicative prices of essential commodities across the country. We're going to make sure we're going to be in the street. Those road businesses who want to take advantage of the situation to see how the spike prices of essential commodities are definitely going to come up to them. I mean, it's a law. There is an existing law under the Consumer Protection Law that if you try to either overprice or you try to sell substandard goods or you try to do anything that will be viewed as manipulation or a way of trying to get more profit at the advantage of the consumer, will definitely have provisions in the law that will come after you to deal with it. So I'm just advising, not that we are going to be antagonistic, but we're just telling the general public and those traders out there who want to look at an opportunity like this to try to get some more out of our people. We're coming after you, and we'll make sure we all try to understand that it's a country. We find ourselves in a situation as a community. Not only Sierra Leone is going through this, every other country is going through this. If you go to Ghana, like I told you, the price of petroleum products are way above 12,000 euros. You go to Guinea, you go to Ivory Coast, Senegal. But we're trying to see what we do to see how we manage a very bad situation. It's a global issue, and we have to, as a government, look at what we can do. I mean, you see what government did at the start of the year, reviewing the duties on commodities. All of that, you see government is doing this deliberate actions that will ensure that we are able to leverage on what is happening globally and see how the impact of all of what is happening cannot be immensely negatively felt by our citizenry. You've also seen some of the actions the government has taken to open up the market, and today we now have 2 more or even 3 more entrants of new companies into the petroleum sector. We're now going to have more options. We're creating more options for consumers to be able to buy products. And we are urging all of these new companies that are coming to be able to have filling stations in low access areas. I mean, you talk about places where you cannot find petroleum products, and some of those places, because you have the black marketers who go with products there, would always want to charge above the market price. We're going to see more of those filling stations coming there, and those people in those areas will have access to what citizens and bigger cities also having access to. So these are all the things, and of course what we're doing with local production, by addition to our agricultural produce, the introduction of 2 industries that are going to be recycling scrap metals into steel rods, and a lot more that's happened. Even the vegetable oil now, today we are a net exporter of vegetable oil because we've been able to get something that's producing enough palm oil, and we've got 2 more companies that are actually refining palm oil into vegetable oil. You'll see that our export volumes are increasing and the values are also increasing gradually as we.
I don't think so, because all waiting they see what the minister you talk. Then people they are, because they're comfortable and they owes them, then get a how they get money. So for me, I understand say that the poor they no more they get for oppressed, and the poor they no more they get for suffer. The SPA they don't SPA and the poor they get for suffer. So like always I try to say, if you get sense, when election time they can, you know what for do. But to me, Africa, Sierra Leone to be specific, fear go up or anything will go up, and the poor they suffer. So if you get sense, election time, you know what for do. They ask about waiting the cost of living, always they explain adjust. I know for say they could always face situation. They first sometimes after escape. If they go and talk about waiting Ukraine then first. Yes, we know for say that they when they come out and fear, you say Ukraine and Russia. So you see, they always defend self for escape. Part of that part of Ukraine and Russia they fight safe. How much of fear now? How much of fear before Russia and Ukraine fight? So you say, me, I would just want to ask one question. What's the people where they put in this position there? They really know what they do? They sabi the work? Because if they sabi the work, I believe for say, because not of say post to get money, you go up to a position. No. Now they blame. If you're not sabi for turn 1 to 2, so what they go put it there for? Not always get money, you for be leader. Wrong. Thank you. Wow. The mama don't come back online. Silver Blinding. Now he name the play bad. I don't know Musa to me woman. Would I name the play? Now they say na Mother Bio they use them. Some they say na Fatima Bio they work. But if they release one video where it's for say like you just go visit them and na a small one and a small sister. But people they take this thing so different. So you don't come back. It is kind for tell people even inside the APC, I think they're not happy with that. What did happen? They say I use Mother Abia the user. So, but if I use the user, because me don't know, so maybe I use the user. I don't know. But me waiting to tell anybody, politician, no put you open to us to them. Who knows? Maybe it don't change to SAPP or it not change it. In the same way, because Fatima Bio don't talk. So like you don't change, or in your Mother Bio, they talk or whatsoever, so you don't change. It might be say na peace you want, but this will political business you will get. This political business you will get. They say how they don't appoint her. The woman don't can for himself for say, what they say they appoint na lie. Nobody no ever appoint them. So I left the video for you, make you watch and tell me what you think about Blinding in this accusation here. I not say you not join no, I not say you join no. So you just tell me what you think, because to me, what I tell you from the beginning, politicians they not to us, they not to so. Watch the video.
Fellow Sierra Leoneans, this na Dr. Sylvia Olainka Blyden, and today, Tuesday, March 1st, 2022. This na my 58th audio wey I dey address the nation, and we'll call am audio number 058. As I'm telling you yesterday, I get for try now for the do audios on a daily basis for the foreseeable future. Today, we can talk again about dates of elections. Yesterday, I discussed with Una about the time we then get for call elections. And I also reference audio number 32, where I may not do last year. We explain why make the presidential elections can shift beyond the date where the president in 5 years they done. Well, today I want for can tell Una about how a presidential elections can be called earlier than before. So in other words, a presidential elections then can call them where the president in 5 year term not done yet. Now that we can discuss today. But before going to that discussion day, let's make something very, very clear. Me na a very independent-minded woman. I hold my own opinions as a woman. I get my own mind as a woman. And I able to express and articulate what I believe in, despite being a woman. But over the years, because the society not used to forget women, we're intelligent, he understand legal issues, the law of Sierra Leone, he understand governance issues, he understand politics, and he can able to blend all of their understanding then they for tackle issues them publicly. This country not don't use forget that kind of woman day. So over the years, when I can they articulate on issues them, either inside a newspaper or over radio, like where they may get monologue programs, people they may always they accuse me say, na some other person then at the background where they use me. And today I don't find myself in that same situation day where people they now inside the All People's Congress and some of the other smaller political parties that will get certain agenda. Then they make this allegation say all the talk what they talk, all what they do. Now the current president, His Excellency Julius Maada Bio, now they use me for carry out an agenda. The first person who put out this false talk, and no less a person than Anesbai Kuroma himself, through a ventriloquist puppet Adebayo. I broadcasted so many times they allege saying Julius Maada Bio, now they use Sylvia Blyden now, Panem broadcast here way they do. And lately again, they don't come up with the same story about how the president, they use me for carry out an agenda. All them broadcast here what they do, what they educate people them on issues about the census, about elections, that part of the president's agenda. And I can understand, because this not a society where not use forget woman. We're in one grain on your own is strong enough for team up, articulate issues that were controversial, and you not get no backing behind them. No backing. You not get no civil society organization with the BNI. You not get no political party structures with the BNI. Now in one team up and they articulate. In a society like this one in Africa, I understand why make people then they believe say Sylvia Blyden in one grain of himself no go get mind for the talk then tinia, or in one grain no get the sense for the bring all the information they are come. Now people then the packet and gear for can talk. I can understand. But I they assure now again tonight, as I don't always they assure this country, say nobody in this world not able for use me. Anything I talk, anything I write, now waiting and no say I believe in them, now I make I the write them, now I make I the do them, now I make I the say them. Nobody not they use me. It is so interesting waiting they happen now to President Julius Maada Bio. Now waiting we call hake, karma, now in the affect and so. Because in a one person, where mean they accuse me say, first he accuse me say John Oponjo Benjamin. He say now me they use me and some of the articles, opinions where me they write against them where he dey in opposition. Later, he say na Anes by Koroma. Now they use me for some of their articles and their opinions where me they give. So they like today now, I wonder how I go day where then they talk say that Julius Maada Bio and they use Sylvia Blyden. See, the bottom line is I am a patriot. And all my activities, all my actions are patriotic. So if it happen for fit into waiting appear for the benefits the sitting president, then go accuse that sitting president they wrongly. So I sure say Julius Maada Bio they elect today, when they accuse and say now they use Sylvia Blyden. I sure say they reflect my mind, they remember. Where inself me they accuse me say na John Benjamin they use me, na Anes by Koroma they use me, because you know able respect say indeed an individual woman of inself can able articulate. And they assure every one of una, everything that they say, everything that they do, everything that they write, na me own opinions, na me own research what I can do, and I can believe say this. It is important for me for come and help for educate the public on their issues then yeah. So now it's selfless sacrifice what they do, and nobody not able use me. It gave me not convinced on something. Inside my heart, I'm not convinced. There's no way I will come out and talk about them. It's just not possible. And before I go again to the main topic today about these early elections, I just want to all don't see a so-called appointment letter or appointment broadcast within the pass and shape. Say the president will appoint me for being minister of some kind of position. This is also the first thing they do, that distraction. And I don't want to for loss on a focus. Nobody no appoint me for being Minister of Information where they may do few weeks ago. Neither anybody do appoint me for being Minister of look the kind nonsense name safe where they create within the pass and shape. That a complete fake. They want me for go on the defensive so that I go begin to explain about I know they work so that woman they know so there they work this. I not get that time there for waste. I don't already talk done about me and the first lady. I'm done with that. It is personal between me and the first lady. And no say people then they panic inside the APC because somebody like they talk today say, you not believe the story self. Say me don't sabi the first lady before. say we been close, this sister talk wey una suddenly begin dey talk say una mean sisters. I can understand, but rest assured, una no get for distract me. When I ready for go to the first lady, I get respect for una wey believe in me as a politician, so I inform una before. If I wan go to the first lady, I tell her and say, Madam First Lady, I no want people dem for know say I dey come to you. Nobody know me for know. Nobody. Now the respect wey I get for una, na im make una know. If I no mean respect una no me forever know say I go see first lady. And I no only go there, I make sure say I take photographs. I can show una because na respect wey I get for una. Una know how many people dem dey na APC wey dey go see first lady? Well, nobody no dey know. Una know how many people dem dey na APC wey dey go see President Julius Maada Bio? Well, nobody no dey know. But me, I get respect for una. I open, I transparent, and I get that thing wey dem call integrity. No matter how una try for turn and say, now because I get integrity, now make I tell una, now make I publicize am, now make I not hide am. The one dem wey some of them they go meet una now they not get integrity. Then they can't incite una now against Sylvia Blyden. If you check fine, then they go na net. Or then they go secretly. Then they go visit. Nobody know they know. But me, I'm open, I'm transparent, I get integrity, and I respect una. Now make I tell una. Say me and my small sister, we don't reconcile.
Now there be interview the resident minister Northwest region when Dr. Alpha Khan. Now man they don't serve beaucoup departments then and governments. You know, they ask them some questions them. We Lamran Abba be ask them. I like the way Lamran Abba ask them. You know, although you not church, I like the way Abuame church. I mean, he ask them some questions. Them we as they be answer. They sing all like it's just a comedian. See where they sing and sing one team the song where they call this that. You know, then people there. Wait. Then people say the continent then get her or waiting. Because to me, I agree where they talk about say. We see idea we get, you know, and make it time they beat them. You see, why they tell you now? Time they beat them, so you want it. You know, and pass this money and not for pass them. So even if self you not qualify for that particular thing, it a good day. They call it for good day because time they beat them, the time we did now, and the experience we get already pass again. Then when I teach my experience, they wanna get. Who don't the pass again? Because the experience we get, your experience will go. Because we not see nothing when they land the youth them. Because all waiting they do na way how for dupe the citizens them. Nothing not they put all on a portfolio them on education them on a doctor on a whatsoever on a land. You know they see them because if you know they aim for solve the problem, you know they don't put in a social department, you aim for solve the problem. Then they can't tell me say, age they go and you this that the idea we get, you know we then call they ask them some few questions them where I see where be they talk this that, but then they always say they can for do they find escape routes. We ask them so they pass so, we ask them so pass so, and for them campaign they don't all safe, you know. But the youth nowadays they don't want to stand for the rights, you know, because all them people they don't own. They need for the give road now. You know it's I mean with the give road outside we see they don't see map and that. So man don't take as your personal business pass we die, therefore give picking back. You know, now imitate even at the party the way they get. I don't know how they call. I don't know if about the party they get or waiting because you see that they jump from party B to party Z, party this to party that. Because what happen? Greed, long throats, all man want eat. If you see you not get under, it pass go under. You know, but I don't leave the video from Ramokuna watch and tell me what you think about this particular, you know, interview where they interview Dr. Khan. And a man this way. Anyway, the next video we don't build some things them. It they below the man where they build. They can always give it to say like them blame. You know what they do? It correct. So whatsoever thing. They don't need for ask another person say they don't need for ask person. What's in them talk now final or what they do? Now the correct one. It's wrong. Now the world they advance. See other country them. Think them but all waiting they do now. Anyway, man left the video for my mom to watch. Man not come me after one. Thank you.
Now, Honorable Alaji Alpha Kanu, when at the residence minister, Northwest region, and a cabinet rank minister as well. And he don't serve different capacity in this country. Minister, advisor to the president, he served in the parliament as well. And he served recently in the team of people that really respond to the COVID-19 until the president appoints him for be minister of a cabinet rank. Honorable Alpha Khan, welcome to the hot seat.
Thank you very much, Lambrana.
It is a pleasure having you.
Pleasure coming back here after so long.
I know. I can recall, then this the who starts practicing. The post you all they want to, because at every given time, you go give the journalist the news, you go get a story. How has it been for you, going through politics and national service? Being this strong and you still serve, you served at the previous administration and now you're serving in this administration. Is it that you are very lucky?
Well, I'll say so. I'm lucky. But also because I committed for left legacy for my people. I committed for serving the country. So at any point where I get opportunity for do something, we go carry this country go before. I go down. Be it in the farming we're involved in now, be it in the advocacy for young people, and be it in actually taking part the fight COVID making enter the country. And also, if any political opportunity arise, as this one will arise, for I go serve people, and this time directly Nami people. Usaya come out. I think I feel lucky and thankful to President Julius Madabio who gave me the opportunity.
Is this something you've been looking forward to, since after the elections where your party lost the election? Is this something you've been working towards or looking forward to, or it come to you as a surprise?
A big surprise. I know they look forward for go back into politics. I think the last nail on my political surgeon, knocked that one inside the board on the 14th of October 2017. Yusuf don't talk and say, I don't go through a lot of political positions. I don't do a lot. I don't start first as a member of parliament for 5 years. I don't serve in the government of President Ernest Bai Koroma as Minister of Presidential and Public Affairs. I don't serve as Minister of Mineral Resources and Political Affairs together, combined. Then I don't serve as Minister of Political Affairs alone, going towards the 2012 elections. After that, in 2013, I served as Minister of Information and Communication. Then later, I was sent to the State House to be an advisor to His Excellency President Ernest Bai Koroma as a special advisor and ambassador at large. So when in 2017, I've been grabbed, I'm interested, because then to me, President Koroma at the time, indicate to me in no uncertain terms that after his 10 years, in 2 terms, did he go? I look around, I see, if the APC will forget a chance, I think if they give me the symbol for make a be the presidential candidate, stand a chance for being voted in as president. And the reason why I want to do that is that I don't play in all them wing them almost where they're at the field, except the actual captainship now not being hold it. And as such, I feel if I hold down there, with the experience where we don't get throughout the 11 years holding our government, I don't sit down, I don't watch, I don't see the loopholes, I don't see also the successes, I don't see the quick win situations, and I don't see the felt needs of my people then. So I know exactly if they give me that opportunity, which I be for do starting from day one. So, but when the president then and leader of the party advised himself differently, say he wants somebody else rather than support my candidacy, I thought that was the end of my political career. So I left, go sit down. In fact, before that, I've been not resigned.
Yes, I just want to come to that.
Yes,
you resigned, and I reported on that.
Yes.
The letter states from State House.
Yes.
It states the general public is informed that Honorable Alhaji Alpha Bakar Said Kanu, special advisor to the president, has in a letter addressed to His Excellency President tendered his resignation from the position with effect from 1st March 2017, citing the impending political situation that is gradually unfolding as a reason for his action. And the president may accept your resignation.
Exactly.
So was that waiting bring the problem between you and the president, that he not, as you say, he not support your ambition?
You can get other people where they. So maybe you still say the other people are better than me for being
but what's waiting have been a relationship?
Very good.
Even after you resign?
Oh, very good. I resigned not because we get malice. I resigned because we are pursuing and obey law. And the Constitution in section 76(1)(a) and B talk say nobody no go able for TINAP as president if you not qualify for be a member of parliament. And to be a member of parliament, you for don't resign your government job beside they pay you from the consolidated fund for a period of 12 months. I'm glad you mentioned the date of 1st of March. The election is later for 7th of March, 2018.
So you resigned 1 year ahead?
1 year ahead, plus a few days to spare, you know. So I left on the 1st of March. Then, believe me, I was a règle, as they say in French, in line with everything within they say. So when I did that, I explained to them, it took some time eventually, and I said, okay. So I resigned, and I told him, this is my reason, because you know, they can go. And as a Democrat, you don't want a third term, and you told me you don't want a third term. And if you don't want a third term, it means there is a vacancy at the top. So me want that vacancy. I want to step in, knowing that I've already been under your training for quite a long time. That make I even call myself the apprentice, because I believe, say, I was with him all the time, so I know the good and the things that were needed to be improved upon and all that. So that I would effectively have been an effective third term. In any way,
did he agree to support you, or he thinks the decision we take was right?
I said, go ahead. And go ahead means you're okay. Go ahead. All right? So if you're not being go support me, or you're not being feel saying the decision right, you can tell me, say, oh man, this is not the thing.
Earlier you say, you know, the coffin to your political career.
Yeah, it was nailed.
Yes, it was nailed.
Yes.
Do you
then
think,
I left.
Yes.
I left politics. Now,
in what context are you saying that?
At the time that I feel, say, I don't do everything except be a president or vice president. So since I missed it in 2017, considering the age where I've been not reached at that time, and that somebody else would come, and invariably in Sierra Leone, Unodo Yaribot, first-time presidents or chairman or prime ministers. So I would expect, say, whoever would have come, that person they will get for 10 years. So adding my age at that time, which was 68 years, plus another 10 years on top, that would be 78. I don't go foul. So at that time, I mean, feels okay, this is the end of the road. At 68, I was just right for lead, even for 5 years. But I missed that one day. So for me, now the nail, not on the coffin, but on the timber, will stop me, the checkpoint board.
But that's not take away from the political party in APC.
No, it didn't.
But did you support the presidential candidates then?
But you know, say, eventually, let me tell you what happened in 2017. October 2017, 14th October, now the time they announced the presidential nominee for APC in McKinney. After that announcement, we will need for go back into conclave for go vote for the executives. But of course, it was decided they no go vote. They go select. And then when they come for can select, then as you say, them select everybody who was in the executive with me, except me. And drop me.
You not be lost your position where you contest for be presidential candidate?
No. I was National Publicity Secretary until that announcement.
Okay.
Okay. And everybody else, nobody resigned from the party executive. I resigned from the government job. The party no get a law say for resign. So I stayed there. And up to the point where they announced, I was National Publicity Secretary. So when I make the announcements about 3 or 4 p.m. or something like that, I had lost my position. But I was surprised I was the only one that was dropped. So I walked away and went home and told my supporters, I say, will not give up. I say, still stay with the APC. I say, but 7 days is a long time in politics. I say, so let me left and so. I talked to them all. I say,
well, you felt aggrieved, right?
Disappointed. Aggrieved means that you think she didn't do bad.
Did they not do you bad for remove you? They not remove anybody?
Oh, from the
executive, yes.
From the executive,
as you say,
it's a selection. It's a choice. The man where they lead, he feels say me not fit in that position. There, somebody else fits better. Fine, allow him.
But you not feel happy?
Of course, I wanted to be National Publicity Secretary, especially where they retain everybody, from the chairman and leader down to treasurer. Except my own position, I changed. I was surprised, but not aggrieved. I come out, I go sit down. Then, after some time, I think the public, during the campaign, began to ask, hey, where this man, where this man? And at the point, I remember Captain Pakso will come meet me, Bo Alpha, Bo, come back. Go to the media. Now I say, as what? What are they going to do there? I have no position. I tell that the president, about a day or two later, now he reappoints me to go back to the Ministry of Information and Communication. You know, say after I don't resign, and call me back. Yes, well, after I was sacked from Information and Communication, he called me back for Godede, which means I've not been doing anything bad today. Right? So I go back at Godede. While I was there, now he appoints me again as campaign spokesman. So I was fully engaged with the campaign at that time, politically. But at that time, for me, own ambitions, at that time, let me know, I don't been think I get much more for do.
But you willingly take them position, and they or was it a compromise? Say we don't.
No. I don't know whether for him or for the president thinks in a compromise. For me, it was to promote the party's intentions. Okay. To promote and try for push.
Were you convinced that Dr. Samura Kamara was the right candidate and he was going to win an election for your party? You know, being campaign spokesman, or it was difficult for you?
The right candidate for what?
Among
also Bintina?
Yes.
No, I don't think so. I think I've been the right candidate.
Okay.
And I said so. I think I said so here at AYV. I said so at SLBC. I said so at 98.1. When they asked me, they said, would I think say are the best candidate for APC? I said, me.
So now that's making a loss because you are not the candidate.
But I told them that, make you wait for small. Go back to history, what I said. When they asked me in SLBC, I think it was Asmilba. They said, well, if APC no give you, APC go in, I said, no, then go lost. I said, why?
So you predicted it?
But I knew. At the time, but I mean the day. Now we work together. Now we all play the football. Now we all been in at the team. Right? I mean, say at that time, the level where I been not reach. I mean, they play pass all man. And I mean, no say, and I mean, no Usai, I go able pass, for that I go net that ball. And of course, like an architect, those lines, you leave them invisible in your design. The builder go see all the drawings. At some point, you get for call the architect. That is why they called me back, but it was too late. But not to the right position and give me. If they call me back, say can be the nominee. No, running mate. I did not pass that stage. Nominee. Believe me, I've been able to know which I go do, because then maybe they decide how we're going to approach the campaign and we're going to do it. But when you are a campaign manager, you do within the campaign.
So it was difficult for you for campaign for a candidate where you
No,
already
I
know
did
say they lost?
not at all. Not
But you knew he was going to lose.
Of course.
But how was it for you as campaign spokesman? How were you doing it?
I had to do my job, man. All right? Do my best, okay?
But you were sure he was not going to win?
I was sure if I had been there, it would have been better.
And the other candidate was not going to win?
Which one?
Dr. Samura Kamara.
Of course, I told them. There and then, when we were 4 or 5 or 6 of us.
Why not refuse the job for being campaign manager? Say,
Why?
no, I can't campaign for a candidate who I'm very sure will not win.
No, that's my party. I think say it was genius.
So
Let me explain to you.
Okay.
It was genius of President Bio for even think about the free education. Because man go say, let's go plant more rice. Let's do this. Things that will give quick wins, immediate. The education will give.
But you were the campaign manager. Will be the question in free quality education. You were campaigning then.
On the costs.
Yes,
I
you
said,
were challenging.
I charged it and say, are you able to pay for it? That was my question. Because we not see how we go pay for it. And he said he would.
And you never believed in it.
Because I not see how we go pay for them. But I make a tell you say it was genius for him. Because when you see blind man talk say the stone, you don't mash stone. I don't say if you don't mash the stone, if you know side they block, who side they open. To the point that now at 22% of the GDP, now they don't dedicate to education. And that is going places. So the first, second, or third year, but this year you can see the results were really good. Even we in Port Loko district, we will not be the take force for nothing. This year up and the WASC, we school in Alonsa where they call Murialdo, and he came top of the whole country. Let me finish, please. And the top student there is a boy from Lunsa who get 8 A1s, all in science, and it is a free government-assisted free school. So these are the things that will help develop the nation. When you train minds, you train people. Let me just give you a saying of Aristotle. Aristotle, the Greek philosopher, he said, if you have a vision for a year, you go plant rice. After 1 year, the grass they die. If you get a vision for 10 years, you plant trees, mango, orange, and all that. See, but if you have a vision for a lifetime, you educate the children. And that is what I think Nine Guide President Bio. And I am really impressed with that.
Are you impressed with him so far and you believe, say, he's done well more than waiting on do 11 years?
No. You cannot compare 11 years to 4 years. It's unfair.
I'm just asking.
Me, I studied mathematics. You do not compare.
Has he done much?
You do not compare.
Has he done much?
You do not compare apples and oranges. No, let me answer your question. It is unfair to compare President Bio intact record so far to the 11 years we get. Now 94 years. It's so unfair. It's not even half the time.
So somebody can do something inside 1 year, it surpass what somebody do for 5 years.
In education, he has done that.
so I'm asking.
In education, he has done that.
So you think?
No, in education, he has done that. That's what I'm saying.
And you
but
believe,
give him time. Everything a priority.
You believe, say, education is the best priority way go save the nation. Example,
any
nation.
Any nation.
So do you want to also take responsibility of being part of a government when not prioritize education? Say in case when unable help people like Uncle Pelele, then kind and day plenty for 10 years we don't not able to continue the education. I take
responsibility that I be member of that government. But we've been given an agenda. We call it the agenda for change.
Education was part of it.
Agenda for change, but it was not priority number one. Priority number one for us was energy. Not so? Yes. Then the next one was infrastructure. Then agriculture. Then human development. Number 4.
Human development is part of education.
That
is
is
part
it.
Of human development.
The priority number 4. Okay. When we become, we get 1,001 things to do. And President Nkrumah pick 5. All right? We put energy at the top. Then he put infrastructure second. Agriculture third. Then human development and education and health. You understand? I make 5. Education and health. All right? So when you start for count, you start from number 1. Not so. So you come on number 1, you go number 2. Then number 3. So for us, health, education was not number 1. Maybe energy.
Okay.
Number 2 was infrastructure. So you see the roads they will make. Number 3, maybe education, then health. I mean health, then education. Understand? These were felt needs at the time. So that was where we were seeing. But President Bio Income, first he put up a manifesto When he put up the manifesto in Port Loko, we read them. At the same time, we been there, my UE building at the time, Miata Conference Hall. We publicize the manifesto, all right? And the manifesto said, there in Port Loko, now I say, then pillar number 1, priority uno.
Education.
Education. Now I turn to, and this is true, because I'm a spokesman for the campaign. I've been holding the manifesto in my hand. Now I turn to Osamu Kamara, my friend who was then the presidential candidate. I say, Osamu, I say, oh man, I say, what happen at Port Loko? People are saying education are priority number 1. Pillar 1. I say, what is our pillar? How can we counter this? And I say, we get priority number 1. I say, what is it? Now I say international competitiveness. Now I say, I say, and then I make a photo. I say, I don't understand how I go. Take that day for comparing with this. Not compare first. Let me compete first nationally before we begin to compete international. I said, I said, this is Tranga for you. I told him.
So you fell in love immediately with the president.
Any brilliant idea where they lead to human development and reduce the suffering of people, increase the peace in the world, the justice in the world, increase the welfare of people. Believe me, I support them.
The government say your appointments now for sure how then they embrace national cohesion. You as a member of the APC from Port Loko district, you've been appointed to serve in this capacity. Do you believe in that statement that your appointment now for showcase how nationalistic President Bio in government is?
That's the first consideration. For sure, national inclusiveness. But secondly, now because he believes they're able to do them. Otherwise, he'd be for take national inclusiveness and appoint somebody else.
Okay.
So yes, I believe I am the manifestation in an APC man.
How you intend for ensure, how you plan for work for make President Bio succeed?
President Bio want to succeed as a president, delivering good governance to the country. President Bio want to make sure Pekin and go school, Pekin and suffer. He want to make sure we continue for build the roads we don't do. He want to make sure every city or town get a light. Like I didn't light Mashaka this last Friday. Mashaka town now has its own electricity. So it continue to build on those things that build human development. You understand? And if this is what he believes, and you don't choose me for the Northwest, for help him, specifically tell me, and the Vice President tell me, say, now for help we for build those things we want to build in the Northwest. Say, because Northwest, for now, is the least developed, the most backward region in the country. We have lots of places, chiefdoms like where Kotbare Sef Nodi. So go and help us. Like when we went to a place called Dixon, chiefdom. The president almost shed tears. One, the chief was very sick. He'll not be able to come. But the speaker explained to him, he said, they don't get Kotbare. They don't get this. They don't get police station. They don't get that. And that's a chiefdom. It's like this headquarters of the town is like a big village. So these are the things you want for change in the Northwest, and that falls under my mandate.
What's your priority? How do you intend to do this? Because like you say now, deprive, so you get to poverty very
First
high.
of all, I'll continue. I'll not get a special priority. I'll go with the manifesto of the president, the agenda that he has set himself. His priority is education. Then me get for make sure, see, wherever they say it is free education, I get for go to check the schools and make sure that, yes, the children are deriving benefit from the free education policy of government. The example that we had in Binle Chiefdom, when we went there, even the young ones, reach school, the preschools, they all been there, they sit down, and all that. And the chief tell me, say, they have a very high percentage of school enrollment. And that percentage there is almost not a touch, not a go down, because the retention is high, very high, because of they support them with food, school feeding program. So these are the things you want to make sure that the people are happy on that side. When they are happy on the educational side, then you look at the health side. That is why I was with NACOVAC. And NACOVAC, fait. But Sierra Leoneans have not realized how important NACOVAC has been and how very strong President Bio took this fight, because we not suffer too much like other countries. But the reason is that President Bio was proactive. The very moment we know say this sick now overseas they come, the first thing we do now for lock the airport. The 1 or 2 cases they will escape car inside, now they will begin track. Now they can scatter up. They set up NACOVAC for trace and monitor, and then treat whoever is sick.
Okay.
And that is one way that he has helped us in the country.
Okay.
The only thing that will militate against that is that if he pull his foot from the pedal, he continue to accelerate as he accelerate, and I see difficulty.
Do you have a role to play for ensure say that part stay na the country? Now opposition dominated area. Now there you come up for many.
Was.
Okay, was. You don't change them now.
Oh, I not say I don't change them. I say but was.
Okay, why now was?
Because you see strongholds. A fallacy. There are no strongholds. It's fallacious. The people have felt needs. They have expectations. They have things that they want and desire for themselves. The one who gives those, that person they work for. So like other President Nkrumah first been talking today. He say politics not to by turn, but by how you work. And if this power continue for work, how they work, and the people are happy, like I see, can be a turnout for him. And then of course Potoko is turning out for him also. I think say he's on the right track for make it able for prolong the agenda into the next period.
And you believe say you get a role for play for ensure say he is re-elected?
My role is in governance.
You're not going for campaign for him?
Campaigning, well, you see, when I mix politics with governance.
But governance is politics to some extent.
No, let me tell you.
People who are...
Politics, now for there you go able to get your MPs, them go to parliament. For there, you go able for oversight government. For make, you go able for monitor government. But government is a technocracy, not a job. And I've always said that. When we been get the runoff between Dr. Samura Kamara and Dr. Julius Madabio at the time, I said to the people on SLBC, I said, now the politics, we will get for import them again. They produce furniture like this, we will not get for import them again. We will use local wood, plus another, where they will get for what gas or something like that from the shale where they are Songode. So there's so many things. The mining, Nalosa don't start back, mineral Marampa mines. The bauxite mine is about to get started for export and all that. There is even another one, bauxite mine, in Cambia, in a place called Kamaranka, called Supreme Mining. That's going to start. Pepel is working, and so is Rotofayim. There are so many activities that are ongoing, undisturbed, that the people of the area will be very, very, very.
So now how the calabash for Chanlek?
Now the calabash I tell you, so let them continue for full up and all. Let them continue for full up. All man on this world, not respect you want.
Okay.
Not respect you.
And you're getting that
respect.
respect.
They don't get the respect. Me, you don't call me for work with them. That's already respect enough. But if you come back now and say, well, I want to pull that Leon Stars vest, I want to let it go, come now, be a player for this Premiership club, which is the SLPP instead of the APC. I know say, now I know they play at the APC. Then I go sit down, I weigh the options. If I not play, now yeah, whatever I want to make a play, what do I do? I have to look at the size of the calabash.
Okay. Finally, whose message you get for you people in the Northwest region? Whose message you go and left them with? You know, as the new minister.
I can talk to me.
You can go ahead.
Afmami, Robake, Rokambia, Rokarine. To nominate Alpha Kanu. Mla Fofan APC. Et là, donc là, nous n'avons yo ta kone. Make una go help me change to Creole. Make una go help me for make I become president of Sierra Leone. The whole region, una all go support me, including people from Kono. They go, they not give me. We turn back home with cry. A lot of you, some people died with a shock. But when we feel say all is lost, now President Bio go take we brother, he make him vice president. And I've been tell you that they say, if you dey look for it, man, you know see him. Somebody will not expect at all. He can't give you Sherian. You not go take him. So you don't do that for we. And besides the Sherian we give you when at the vice president, we see the amount of engagement we get in the region. Almost every other weekend, it day with we. It is solve with little problems. It is solve with big problems. It is help we for develop the area and all that. When I no more now, just know why they mention. Almost factory the non-day na Songo. How Marampa mines don't start. I think you have about 2,000 or 3,000 people employed right now. Bauxite na Rogbere Junction they can start. Supreme mining they can start na Cambia. I understand also that because of the road network where they improve, then they can build an inland port. Inland port, that means another Wataki where they can build an Agbalanguya, so that containers where they come by sea through Guinea and from here, Nayanda, then they go exchange for Kerango. Yes, they're going to build an inland port so that they don't decongest that. So because of that, bring girls school for Wina Putloko. We don't see how the free education they help with people. When I don't see even where I don't take force by all of the WASC exams. Not only the school, but the best students now from Lone Star because of the free education. All them teachers know when I been they go school team in Tanga. So tell them una get for go weta o people them weta na market atonkla kala about ka kosa atonkla kira e penny atiama kira ru school akoram. So after 2 weeks en fait en losses ka ke pie so I want for let una know say this time the one way they help we follow go before we go with them. But it's not, I just did tell Alhambra and I just not say 4 years, going 5 years now in October. I don't sit down at the sidelines. Me party not call me for do anything. They don't want me. But when I get sing me people, they not do so. What a labor. Man Batman ingaring mo kino be mo tokone mo pai mami tokone lo mo today. Hello Mansuma. Pangaris mi Samok lonko pangaris mi. He said, if you get they caught 2 women, the one no want you. Let fella go. The other one go come. Me na mortal man. Me na daddy. I get picking them. They are looking up to me. I have to make the right decisions for them. And when they fall out something, we don't want me. Any side we don't want you, don't go. And I don't try. 4 years I sit down. 4 years I didn't put lock on no more. I wait till now 5 years they cancel. And I'm getting old. I'm getting rusty. Before I lost all of this opportunity where I get for help, for do something, now government will do this, they can help me for carry the region go before. I deal with them. I don't join President Bio for let we go make the Northwest for we. Okay. I see how na glad in Cambia. I see how na glad in Koya. Yes, na for na they work. Let God help we.
Will you want to continue to be minister after 2023 elections?
That depends on Allah, my health, and the fact that I'm living, and also if I'm strong enough, and then if President Bio decides say he wants me for be minister, and I can still contribute. Yes, I will contribute.
Thank you very much, Honorable Alhaji Alpha Kanu, the Resident Minister, Northwest Region, Cabinet rank. We don't serve in different capacities in this country. It's a pleasure having you today for talk about things way they happen at the region and how you plan for move the region go before. Thank you very much, sir, for your time.
Thank you, Lambrana.
Thanks very much. Now, yeah, we end our seats today. Next week, continue for watch AYV as we get other programs where they come up. Thanks to viewers right across the country and across the world and the production team where we put this program together. We'll meet back. My name is Amadou Lambrana.